What's up everybody, welcome to part 2 of Castlevania Belmont's Revenge. Today we are gonna pay Lando Calrissian a visit. Oh wait, that's Cloud Castle, not Cloud City. I got my locales mixed up. This is probably my favorite song in the entire game, and hell, I even argue my favorite song in the entire series. Well, one of them. This section right here, or this stage rather, is you trying to avoid a whole bunch of spikes. And you got these ropes that will drop you into spikes if you're not careful, so you have to be really quick on the movement. Like this part right here, you need to jump across really quickly in order to get to that floating platform. You can't go too high, otherwise you hit the spikes on the top, but you also can't go too low neither. You just walk onto the ropes, don't jump onto them, otherwise you'll take damage from the spikes overhead. The jellyfish creatures, which are actually called balloon pods, I have to thank one of my subscribers for actually telling me that, they make a return from Dracula's curse, and they're pretty docile. They don't really attack that much and they just flutter around. They're really easy to take down with a whip. Just do a bunny hop there. Again, you don't want to get crushed between something because it does a shit ton of damage. You don't die instantly, but you might as well because the damage you accrue is just insane. And I don't know if it's just me not actively looking for wall meat since I'm not taking that much damage, or if wall meat is actually this hard to find, but I think wall meat in this game is very rare. No, not like undercooked, I mean it's hard to find rare. And I forgot to mention this in my first Castlevania Adventure Let's Play, but you get health back in that game by collecting hearts, which is weird when you really think about it, because you would think the hearts would go towards your ammunition like in every other game. But no, they go towards your health since you didn't have sub-weapons. I don't know, I still think that excluding the sub-weapons kind of sucked in that first game. Is just, you got hit once or twice, you're downgraded, and you're basically near defenseless, and the enemies take 1,000 hits, so, you know, what are you gonna do there? And this part is annoying right here because, wow, nice subject change. This part right here is annoying because you have to anticipate the alternating ropes and make sure you don't get ran into the gears, because they will hurt. I don't know why, but this part always makes my palms sweat for some reason. I don't like running into the gears. And I'm just like biding my time when I should be moving, and like right there, I should have just went, but I kind of hesitated there. There we go. I don't know what I was doing there. This is the last room before we get to the boss of this level, and getting to the boss is kind of treacherous. You gotta go over some bottomless pits, but that's really about it. The boss itself is really easy though. He just kind of sits there and takes it, and yeah, he'll shoot on occasion, but it's not enough to make you worry. You just have to jump over a couple of bottomless pits here. Pretty simple, easy to make leaps. They're not graciously spaced out like they are in The Adventure or even Castlevania 3, so no problem there. Got a couple of bats to deal with though. You got these bone pillar type enemies that downgrade you with their psychedelic balls. These are the only enemies in the game that do that. And here's the boss. We got one humanoid looking skull and we got another skull that's a dragon or a dinosaur. It's not that hard. Like I said before, it does nothing but shoot at you very predictably, so you can just stand on the top platform and take out the human skull. That'll take out the rest of the boss. And yeah, that boss is really pathetic. The next boss is more challenging, but not by much. We got one more stage left before we reach the final area of the game. We got the Rock Castle, which will remind you of Area 2 from the first Castlevania Adventure. Got similar types of enemies from that level. And also, there's no surprise here, but fantastic music. Why didn't anybody re-release the soundtrack or remake it? I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of covers on YouTube as it is, but no, seriously, just make another Castlevania Adventure 2 Rebirth or something. Like, come on. This level right here is, well, it's actually a mixture of Area 2 and Area 3 from the previous game, previous Castlevania Adventure. You got the spikes, you got the similar mole rat type of enemies, and yeah, not as difficult as before, but still the same. I do like that they were trying to use the Mega Man formula for this game. However, what makes Mega Man more unique and more interesting is the rock, paper, scissors nature of that series. Castlevania Adventure 2 does not have Christopher collect some sort of super special weapon after you beat a boss just to help you with the next boss. It's literally just, you pick a zone, you defeat the boss, and then you move on to the next zone. Lather, rinse, repeat. You would think that you would collect your missing sub-weapons after you beat a boss, like the dagger, or the cross, or the stopwatch even, but no, you never get those. You never get anything from beating a boss except for gratification. Again, I don't hate the fact that you can actually pick the first 4 levels of this game. I actually love that. It's just, it looks like there's supposed to be more to it than that, but it was cut because of the limitations of the Game Boy, or it was just, I don't want to say that this was rushed, because it's clearly not rushed. It's probably just more so limitations of the Game Boy's hardware. This room right here will darken if you destroy all the candles on screen, and those rocks right there aren't really rocks. They are enemies, caterpillar enemies that will move very slowly. Actually, they're not that big a threat, but you don't want them to be on top of you. That's the problem. Is it me, or do the cracks on the wall look like parakeets? That's a strange choice by Konami to put parakeets on the wall for some reason. But okay, that's them. It's better than an Easter Island head at least. You do want to be careful if you destroy the candles because there are still bottomless pits in the area. Oh yeah, just suddenly turns on all the lights when you walk in through the door. There are still bottomless pits in the area, and you will fall into them if you're not keeping an eye out. This section right here is you destroy the top part of like what's holding up that spike chandelier, and the whole thing will come tumbling down. You can do that, or you could just walk below it. You can also do that. Just keep sliding down and you'll meet these two bone pillars and their psychedelic balls. I'm not gonna get sick of that. And then there will be a sub-boss and then the actual boss after that. Oh, the fire whip is so good. It's just like a better dagger. I never liked the daggers in the Castlevania games. They just do so little damage to the enemy, you might as well be slapping them at that point. Alright, boss time. This is the only boss in the game that has 2 farms. Not even the final boss has 2 farms, strangely enough. So I'm wondering why this guy isn't the final boss. Oh wait, I know why. He's not impossibly difficult like the final boss itself, so I guess that evens out. This first farm is slow moving. He'll try to slash you with his sword, but there's enough time to get out of the way. And Form 2, he's more agile and he does a lot more damage. He hits like a tank. As I demonstrate here, he takes off 4 hit points. I got incredibly lucky and I didn't get caught up in his hitbox too much, but goddamn. You just want to stay away from him and look for an opportune time to actually whip him. But that is the end for the first 4 stages. And here we go, we're gonna enter Castlevania itself. I'll see you for the finale of Belmont's Revenge.